Hello everybody. This is a progress report about growing lion's mane mushrooms from a Fungi Perfecti mushroom kit. Fungi Perfecti sells multiple mushroom kits for both indoors and outdoors. I chose Fungi Perfecti because I did have success eating their mushrooms from a farmer at a farmer's market. I did feel the healing effects of the lion's mane. So I wanted to use the same spawn, spores, however you want to say it, to grow my own lion's mane. The farmer at the farmer's market no longer goes and sells, so I feel like I was forced to grow them by myself. Lion's mane is supposed to have elongated icicles when grown properly. I have seen another farmer sell them at the farmer's market and they don't have icicles. They look more like cauliflower, and that's kind of what I started to experience growing them. And I didn't feel, eating my first batch, I didn't feel the brain healing effects the way I felt from the other lion's mane that had the fully grown icicles. So I've been trying to really understand how to get the icicles to form. Fungi Perfecti told me I'm probably not misting it enough, so I started to mist it more, and I was getting some success. So when you first get the kit, they give you this humidity tent, and you're supposed to spray it once a day, and you're supposed to see moisture inside the tent. You don't spray the mushroom directly, you spray inside of the plastic tent, and it creates humidity. So I wasn't spraying it multiple times a day. When I started to spray it multiple times a day, I started to get some icicle growth. But the other thing that really did it for me was putting it by the window, because the extra sun hitting the mushrooms really allowed the growth of the icicles to form. And it has to happen at a very early stage of the mushroom development, because if the mushroom is quite developed and then you give it the sun and the mist, you're going to get something like these weird pseudo icicles. These mushrooms were kind of mature when I started the process of adding more water and sun. So they did start to develop, but not the fine icicle like the way they're supposed to be. So there was some growth, but not proper. And so the reason why I'm having success with this one is because, I'll show you. The kit normally sits this way. You cut a hole here and the mushroom grows out. So the very bottom was still very undeveloped. And it was this mushroom that was so undeveloped that I tipped it sideways and allowed the bottom part to be next to the sun. And these little babies now developed into the icicles. So again, you need sun by the window. You need moisture 3-4 times a day with the humidity tent, the misting. And the last thing is, make sure your plate does not have a lip. I used like a pan like this, but it turns out it didn't have enough air circulation. Okay, I hope to hear any advice about growing these. I want to grow long icicles, and I'm going to have a next flush, so hopefully that'll work well. Thank you.